Hey there, Juan Morales here, and in today's episode we're going to talk about a concept that is very useful for your marketing, especially if you're selling information or any kind of product to a market. This is one thing that most people never think about when they're creating their messaging, when they're creating their marketing and everything that goes with that. And the issue is the following. Most people believe that the people that they're targeting in a marketplace are people that just woke up that day and wanted to become a part of the marketplace. When in reality, most of the people in that market have been in that market for a while. What does this mean? This means that they have tried other solutions before, that they have seen other products, offers, and things done before. So I like to call this concept the Nth Hell Principle. If we think about it in terms of them being in a hell island, as one of my mentors likes to call it, right? They're in a hell island and they want to get over to heaven island. But the problem with that analogy is that it's a bit incomplete in the sense that that hell that they're in, that's the nth hell island that they're in. Because what happened was they were in another hell island and someone promised them something and they moved, and when they arrived to that new location, it wasn't heaven island, it was another hell island. It's just a little bit different. But it wasn't where they wanted to go, which is the reason why they're still in that market trying to solve it. They haven't gotten to the heaven island yet. They just keep moving from hell island to hell island looking for the solution. But it keeps changing on them. Why is this so important? Because when you're talking to your market, when you're creating the messaging, you can't portray them as someone who just stepped into this market and does not know of the other promises that are out there that don't deliver, of the other methods that are out there that do not work for them, that do not know of the really important things that they should be considering when looking at all these offers. Most markets that you go into have a level of maturity. That means that a lot of people have seen claims, they've seen extraordinary claims, they've seen other mechanisms, they've seen other ways to go about it, they've seen different ways of doing it. And that is the person you want to craft your messaging for. Your messaging should be for that person who is jaded, who is skeptical. Because that person has been going through all these other things. And in a way, they're in a situation where they've already put money down. If they've bought previous products to try to solve that problem, they're already invested in the solution. They just haven't found the solution. And if they stop right now, they take the L, they lose whatever they invested in there and basically say, okay, that didn't work. Or you come in with the new idea that opens up the window for them to feel hope, and then they can take some action, and maybe finally this time they do get to that heaven island. But you always want to think in your market, number one, everybody is in a market based around a problem. Okay? The moment that they don't have the problem, they are no longer in the market. So if you're looking for a car and you bought a car, well, no, you're not looking for another car, no matter what the deal looks like. You're not in that market anymore. Okay? So the people that are inside of the market have the problem. And this is critical for your messaging when you're thinking about it, because you have to understand that you are tailoring, whether it's a sales letter or a video sales letter or webinar, whatever presentation style you're using, you are tailoring it to someone who has that problem today. Not who's thinking about when the problem shows up eventually, but they have that problem today. And not only do they have the problem, but more importantly, which is the Nth Hell Principle, they've had this problem for a while and they've tried to solve it somehow. These are important pieces that we need to realize in order to really be able to get into a market and dominate. And the way you do that is by always assuming that these people have been in there for a while, they've seen other claims and other people selling magical solutions and none of those work. And that's why we have to make the case for why will my method, mechanism, whatever you want to call it, work when all others haven't. So think about it from now on, every time you're sitting down to write some sort of marketing material, Are you writing for people who are just random people that may have some interest on this, or are you writing for the person that does have the problem right now and is jaded from previous solutions not working? Just feel the difference between the two. If you wrote an email right now to someone that may be interested in something, what tone would you use? And if you wrote that same email but to someone who's living the problem right now and who's already tried a bunch of other solutions that didn't work, how does the tone change? And that's where the magic happens. So from now on, remember, they've already been through hell many times. You need to figure out what those hells are so you can make the case for your solution being the one that finally points them over to Heaven Island. Till next time, this is Juan Morales. I'll see you on the next one.